what's going on in our life. Like, it's a Geno was right. Like I said a year ago, do you know who Nick Rekieta is?
No.
Of course not. Of course not. You're too busy doing Skankfest and succeeding and living your life.
Sure, but I'm sure Nick is somebody worth knowing.
He's not. Well, he is in terms of there was a time when he was the highest grossing law tuber. All these words mean nothing to you, but
the law tuber kind of.
This guy's a success story, and he's a tragic story. Like, simply put, like, and I love telling this story. This is a guy. He's a trust fund kid. He became a lawyer because that's what you do when you're rich. And he never wanted to practice law. But you know what he did? He started watching legal cases on TV. Excuse me, like streaming them on YouTube. Like I would watch a football game. And, you know, like court proceedings can go 8, 9, 10 hours and be so boring unless you and 3 lawyers are watching it. So the first case he watched was, I can never remember what it was. It was some
Kyle Rittenhouse, and then he
that was the second one. The first one,
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Remember the guy on Chrissy's show that showed his accidentally showed his underwear? Some kind of anime.
Oh, Nick Rekieta.
Okay, so like specific stuff. So he does it, and it really catches on, right? So this is a pop culture case, right? And the next case he does is Kyle Rittenhouse. So he gets all the teeny boppers, then he gets all the conservatives, and then with a huge following, he brings it all home. I don't know if you ever heard of them. You haven't heard of Katie. You probably never heard of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Covers that case.
Okay, so yeah, the cash cow. This guy's a cash cow.
Now he's a millionaire.
Familiar format, new twist.
Right? Right, Louis?
Yeah, I'm sure the story does not take a turn at all, considering that you're bringing it up.
So what I'm saying is, long story short, and it's already too long. He's making money now. Now he's got 5 kids though, and he's a trad dad, and he's suddenly a millionaire on his own, right? And he doesn't. I know, it's so gay, and he wants to live his, young life. So he starts wife swapping with a friend of ours and his wife, and then we get dragged into it. And long story short, yeah, we don't get into the wife swap.
Being a trad dad is awesome until you call it being a trad dad. It's being a trad dad is awesome until you call it a trad dad. Because if you feel the need to call it a trad dad,
you're a douche.
You are somebody who goes to swinger parties and watches your wife.
Exactly. And that's what Keanu was making fun of in this clip we opened the show with, because I can't even bore you with the details, but our viewers know it. Now they're like, well, a buddy of ours, like, he sent, I'll say it for the 90th time, one, Geno was right, because of the foursome, our one friend Aaron left first. He got out of the mess first. And I kept saying, in a couple months, Aaron will be on his way back, and these 3 will be lost, right? So the chick, Aaron's ex, kept, hanging out there. I'm like, she's been through a lot. She's only 29. I said, if you don't understand wife swapping with someone, doing drugs in front of their kids with guns lying around, true story, and now living in his guest house while he tries to think of a defense. If you don't understand that's a problem, if you don't understand that's your bottom, you're my bottom, handsome. That's your bottom, then you're an idiot. And long story short, Aaron, our buddy, sends us a picture, of his wife, and like a naked one. It's too long to serve, but
I'm sorry, yeah. That's something we did.
Yeah, and they caught her online, and they're like, we want to do revenge porn, and I'm like, this is the problem with Minnesota. By the way, Minnesota, you ruined the country. You're the reason they lost the election. So anyway, now Nick Rekieta, the idiot, the lawyer's like, he's so delusional. He thinks he's like, I'll just. I compared him to Pat Dixon. When the cops went up to Pat Dixon and said, there's a warrant out for your arrest in New York for felony assault, I honestly think he said, don't you watch the Dabbleverse? Don't you follow my Twitter? Everyone believes the lies I'm saying. And that's what this idiot's doing. And I'm just saying I was right. He's an idiot. He thinks we're going to Minneapolis because some woke judge dipshit's like, yeah, they got to come. I'm just going to be like, so he sent us the picture.
What?
Yeah. Look, take my statement. I'm sorry that my friend sent me a picture of Nick Rekieta's wife who was naked in front of my friend because she wanted to distract my friend while her husband, his wife, and she willingly posted a picture because she's a stupid. So Geno was right. That's all I'm saying.